Hello there and welcome back to my channel where I make quality content that I know you asked for. In today's video we actually have a makeup tutorial and I'm showing you guys how to do my star butterfly makeup after all these years. This video was so requested for the longest time ever since I started cosplaying Star Butterfly, and I've been cosplaying her since I was 14 years old. So this video was a long time coming because since I cosplay Star so much in my teenage years, people always want to know how I did her makeup, and even though it took me a long time, I finally filmed and uploaded this video. So yay, even though it's like long overdue, at least we still have it. But yeah, if you're curious of how I do my Star Butterfly makeup, finally you can see how I do it. So let's just dive right into the video. So, just like any makeup look, my face is completely bare starting out besides moisturizer because I don't use primer or anything because I think that's a scam. Here what my hair looks like when it was still long because it's short now and I miss it a lot. So once my colored contacts are in, the first thing I do is my eyeshadow. So I prime everything with my concealer because that just works well for me. And I'm using this ColourPop Cloud Spun palette. It's my favorite palette to use for Star because it's a whole pink palette. And I'm taking that light corally pink shade from the palette as my crease color, and I'm fluffing that all over my eyelids. So I'm actually bringing it all the way up to my eyebrows because I feel like my eyes look bigger that way when I'm doing that, and really bring it out of my outer corner there. And then once I do that, I start adding the hot pink color, which is the main color of this eye look because I love using hot pink for Star's makeup. I don't know why. That is something I decided to do when I was 14 years old, and I've been doing it ever since because I feel like hot pink eyeshadow just works so well for Star. I can totally see her doing that every day because she's a little bit wild. So I'm just blending that hot pink color all over my lid and my crease and really focusing it on the crease and start building shape because we want some dimension in our eye look because not only make our eyes bigger, but it makes everything look nicer. And of course, Star is from another dimension, so of course we want more dimension. So after I put the hot pink color, just to add some more oomph into the eye look, I'm also bringing a hot pink magenta as well and focusing that on just my outer corner there again in the crease area, but not fluffing it out as much as the other pink colors. After I'm done blending all the matte shades, I start adding my shimmer here. My shimmer is not the main look. I like using it as a base because I do add a lot of pressed glitters. So I'm adding like an iridescent blue shifting color because I like dimension again in my Star Butterfly look. And I love the contrast of the blue and the pink together. And then after I'm done with the shimmer shade, again, we're going to add some pressed glitters. So I'm using the pressed glitter that comes in the Cloud Spun palette. And I'm putting that all over my eyelids. And I love ColourPop's pressed glitters. I wish they just came out with like single eyeshadows of them. That make my life so much better. So here's the first layer of glitter, and I also do add a second layer of another glitter because I am obsessed with glitter, and I can see Star just putting a whole bunch of different colors on her eyes. And then after I'm done with the eyeshadow look, I start doing my wing eyeliner, and it's just my basic wing where I do like a nice chunky thick wing, and then I bring my eyeliner slightly under my eye to make me look more cartoon. And I do this for all my characters basically, so that's what I do. I love eyeliner. It's my favorite part, and I feel like eyeliner really helps with that cartoony vibe because it gives that like draw on effect. So I love wing eyeliner, and I wish I had advice for you. And my only real advice for wing eyeliner is if you messed up, I recommend getting a makeup wipe, and then you can always like sharpen the edges as I'm seeing here. That's a great way to practice eyeliner and clean up any mistakes, and that's why I tend to do my eye makeup first. So after I do my eyeliner, then I put some mascara on. I'm using normal mascara because sometimes I use tube mascara, like tubing mascara, and that's great for every day, but sometimes my eyes get watery, especially with contacts, so I just prefer using normal mascara before I put false lashes on, but I save that for later. And then I start doing my base makeup. So I did do my foundation off camera just because it's the same thing I do all the time, so I found that wasn't really interesting. But after I put my concealer and foundation on, I do some bronzer around my neck. This is a cream bronzer just because I feel like I have a lot of neck and a lot of chin for a skinny person, so bronzer helps hide that. And I also contour my nose now for Star. I never really did this before, but I cosplayed Tara a few months ago from Teen Titans, and she has like a flat pointed up nose just like Star, and so I had to do that for her. And I thought, hey, that looked really good on Tara, let's do it on Star. And I'm so glad I do this now because this helps elevate the look because me and Star, we don't have the same nose. I have a nice like strong nose bridge, but like a button shaped like nose itself, but Star doesn't really have that. So doing this helped me look more like her. So what I do is I grab a cream contour palette and I start just adding shapes around it. So around my nostrils, I make it more pointy with the bronzer, and then I add like a line above where my nose meets my nose bridge, and then I add some highlight to emphasize that shorter part of my nose to help make it upturn. And I keep going back and forth with different shades. So first I start with the light shade to sketch out everything and add the dark shade to add more shade as well as highlight. And when I'm done doing my nose contour, I grab some of that white cream highlighter that I've been using for the nose, and I put that underneath my eyes, like right underneath the eyeliner, because it makes my eyes look a little bit bigger. And I like to bring it down a little bit more to make my face a little bit more fuller, because most cartoon characters have round faces and I tend to have a nice square face. So that's what I do there. And I do add a little bit of cream blush now for start too, so it won't look as washed out. So I add that before I put my pattern. So I like to do cream products now for my costume, just because I can do a lot of layering, and layering is always good because we're onions. So that is what I do here. And remember, everything here I'm using is cream, and when I use cream makeup, I like to add more than I normally would, just because once I put powder on, it tends to soften up the look, so I tend to add more than I need, because I do things like the theater way versus beauty makeup for my character makeup, because I feel like when it comes to character makeup, doing things like theater versus beauty works better for me. So after I put that powder on, I put a small layer of powder bronzer over everything, just because I can look a little bit washed out on camera now. So I like to put the slightest bit of bronzer, and I put that on my temples, my cheeks, and a little bit over the nose, but not over the contour we did. It helps hide that nose bridge, as I was talking about, to make my nose look a little bit more focused on the button part versus the nose bridge part. And then once I'm done with that, I start doing the rest of my makeup. So for my eyebrows, I normally just use tinted brow gel to shape my eyebrows. Usually I'll put some powder to get some more definedness in there, but I feel like Star doesn't really have like harsh eyebrows like I would normally do for my character in everyday makeup. So instead I just grab some tinted brow gel and just comb through that. And then after I'm done with my eyebrows, I move on to the rest of my face makeup. So I grab some iridescent highlighter, so it's like a white highlighter that shifts to blue and purple, and I find that really perfect for Star because she's such a colorful character. And I put that on my cheekbones, my nose, like where we put the cream product before, my chin, and my temples. And then I grab that same highlighter and I put that in my inner corner of my eyes, and then I also put that underneath my eyebrows. And then after that, I start doing the hearts on her cheeks. When I'm Star Butterfly, a lot of people do ask me how to do the hearts on her cheeks, just because everybody do it differently. And for me, the best way to do it is just literally painting them on my face with some face paint. And I do use a face paint palette, so I kind of mix colors together to get that perfect pink color. And I know a lot of Star cosplayers use stickers or they use stencils. For me, it's just so much easier to draw them on myself. I also been doing Star Butterfly since I was 14 years old, so that's a long time to be drawing hearts on your cheeks. So currently right now, doing this is like second nature to me. It's no big deal. But what I normally do to make sure the hearts are even is I will stare straight in my mirror, and I will have the middle of the heart be where the end of my eye is, and then the sides of the heart, one side will be where my pupil is, where I stare straight in the mirror, and then I'll just mirror that over, and that's how I make sure the hearts are the same shape. And then for placement, I just literally just put them in the apples of my cheeks. So there's the hearts right there. And when I'm done painting them on, I do put a layer of eyeshadow over them, just like that same pink color I used for the crease color, because I realized that sometimes when I'm Star Butterfly, I learned this when I was younger, that sometimes the face paint will crack because throughout the day. So I learned that setting that face paint does help make sure the cheeks look flawless the whole day. And once I'm done with that, I finish off the rest of my look. And for my lower lash line, I like to use a turquoise color for this, because one thing, turquoise is a very Star Butterfly color. And I did this when I was younger because I didn't wear color contacts like I do now. So I thought adding some blue into my look will help represent the blue eyes she has, because I had brown eyes, and I've been doing this ever since because I do love that pop of blue underneath my eyes. It really helped contrast with that pink, and again, that pink and that turquoise color is very Star Butterfly. So I love using this for my lower lash line. And remember when I said I added more glitter into my eye look? Well, this is the glitter part. So I'm using the LA Girl Pressed Glitter. And I love this glitter, and I put that in my inner corner right there with a flat brush, and just in case that wasn't enough for me, I did add more of that into my eyelids because I could never have too much glitter when I'm Star Butterfly. And I remember when I was younger and I did my Star Butterfly makeup, I literally dunked my face in glitter. And I'm so glad with the invention of pressed glitters, it makes things a little bit more easier. And I'm grabbing some face glitter. It's like those glitter gels you can get from ColourPop, and I'm putting that where I put my highlighter because more glitter the better. And with these face glitters, they're chunky, so I get more dimension because dimension is a great word to use for this makeup tutorial. So I'm putting that all over my cheeks. And then once I'm done with that, I grab more glitter, like a fine face glitter, and I put that all over the rest of my face. Where I put that glitter, sometimes I put it on my nose, sometimes put it on my chin. I just literally dunk my face in glitter because Star would. I can totally see her doing that. So glitter, 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 and more glitter because we have a sparkling personality, as you could say. So here what the face makeup looks like once everything is done. So I've been cosplaying Star Butterfly for a long time. I still haven't found that perfect lip combo yet for her, so I always just do my go-to lip combo for all my characters, which is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Nudist Peach. I use this for everybody. I use it for Marinette, I use it for Dawn, I use it for Tara, literally use it for everybody. And I just put that on my lips as well as some like sparkly lip balm just because more glitter the merrier, and I used my e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Pink Quartz as a topper because again that's my go-to lip shade combo for my cosplays. It works for Marinette, it works for Star too. And then I grabbed some fake eyelashes. These are the same eyelashes again I use for everybody because I think they're perfect, and I just attach that to my lash line. And again, to help with lash glue to make sure it sticks better, always wait. I like to wait like 30 seconds before I put my lashes on, so a little bit easier to put on my eyes. Don't do it directly wet because that'll just cause your eyes to get stuck together. So here what the look looks like when everything is done. I love my Star Butterfly makeup, and here what everything looks like with the wig and the costume. I also have a video on here how I made my Star Butterfly cosplay as well, the one I'm wearing here, just in case you want to know how to do that as well, so you can also transform into Star Butterfly. Well, this is the finished makeup look. And here we go. You can finally see how I do my Star Butterfly makeup. I've been cosplaying Star Butterfly for a very long time. I've been cosplaying her since I was 14 years old, and I'm 21 now, and I still cosplay her. So she's definitely my most longest running character I cosplay. So since I cosplay her for such a long time, people always request how I do her makeup because she's been my most popular character for the longest time. And even though I've been cosplaying her since I was 14, it took me all this time to finally have the tutorial out how I do her makeup, but I'm super happy to have this video out because now I can finally get the people what they want. But yeah, that's finally how I do my Star makeup look. I've been doing this makeup since I was 14, and I do it the exact same way since I was 14. The only thing that's different is like the products I use, and I do add a little bit more blush and contour to it because I don't have my 14-year-old face anymore. But yes, so I'm just so happy to finally have this makeup out. So that's all for today's video, and I hope you didn't find it boring or cringy. If you want to know how I made my Star, hello Mr. Spider, stay front forward. Anyways, if you want to know how I made my Star Butterfly costume, I do have a tutorial how I made this dress. It should be the video before this. Until then, that's all. I hope I catch you in my next one. I have no idea what it is, but I hope you watch it, and until then, goodbye! Happy 10-year anniversary to Star vs. the Force of Evil. I can't believe this show is 10 years old now. This is a show I grew up with. This show created my personality, as you could say, and I love it a lot. And I think this video really helped celebrate my love for this show. So happy 10-year anniversary to Star vs. Evil, the old love of my life. And it was there for me before everything else was. So love you a lot. I also kept mentioning 14-year-old me because I've been cosplaying Star since I was 14 years old. So here's the very first photo of me as Star Butterfly. This is where everything started, and she was the one who created the makeup look that we have now. So I just want to celebrate her because I miss her so much and she's so cute. So here's little baby Tiffany, and here is me now as Star Butterfly. You can see the improvement over time, and I love looking at old photos like this.